5-second rule. Have you ever heard that expression? Something falls to the floor and somebody shouts out, 5-second rule, and you reach down and pick it up off the floor and eat it. Maybe it's just an Ohio thing, but it's come in handy in my life, I will admit, depending on the food and whether it's worth it or not, and how long it was sitting there on the floor. Any germologist will tell you, don't ever eat food off the floor. I get it. Hey, I hope you're having a great Monday and a great start to your week. I'm Andy Ross. I'm one of the pastors at Northminster Church in Tucson, Arizona. Come visit with us. Come have a meal with us. Today in our schedule of scripture readings from the Gospel of Mark, we have one of my favorite scenes. And it doesn't involve potato chips, but bread is mentioned and crumbs that fall to the floor. Jesus has just left the vicinity of Tyre, and Mark, the gospel writer, points out that Jesus really wants some alone time. A mom approaches him whose daughter is possessed, troubled by an impure spirit, and she begs Jesus to help her daughter. Now, it's important here that this woman was of Greek ethnicity. She was not a Jewish woman. Jesus looks at her and says, first let the children eat the food they want. It's not right to take the children's bread and toss it to the dogs. It's a harsh way for a Messiah to talk. I believe Jesus' intention is love, even though those words sound hard. I believe Jesus was pushing this Gentile woman with her big question for the Jewish rabbi Messiah. It's not right to take the bread that's meant for God's people, children, and toss it to the non-children, the dogs. This woman, though, one of my heroes, very quickly replies to Jesus, yes, but even the dogs eat the crumbs that fall from the table. 5-second rule. And I believe Jesus heard that reply within 5 seconds of his challenge. In Matthew's version of this story, he says, woman, you have great faith. A remarkable compliment from God's Son to this Gentile woman, a Greek mother wanting the best for her daughter. You have great faith. And it's also interesting that it's only in Mark's gospel where Jesus is addressed as Lord, and it's from this woman. She didn't hesitate. 5-second rule. Would you eat this chip if it fell to the floor? If you were that hungry? And if it was just a little piece of the chip, would you leave it for your dog to snag? How do you need to entrust your needs, your challenges to Jesus in prayer? Trust in him. He is there for you. And within 5 seconds, you can pray and lift up this day, this week, to your Lord, who desires to bring healing and life, a new start into your life. Lord's blessings and peace to you.